Hey, Matt here. Killer Kyle. Welcome to NXT Fury. Hey, me and Matt, and this is Killer Kyle, and welcome to Wheels of Fury. And today, well, it's that time of year again that we're going to talk about Survivor Series. But first, we're going to talk about NXT Wargames. And something feels off. Oh! Bing! There we are. Alright. So, this is going to be a good show, you know, and NXT always delivers. So, I mean, it's one of those things where I can't wait to see what happens, because last year's War Games was awesome, the year before was awesome. I don't know, there's nothing really bad to say about it.
Yeah, exactly. I do have a bit of a gripe to pick, but I'll get to that later.
I'm looking forward to that. So let's begin with this match, and it's gonna be Matt Riddle versus Finn Balor. Now, Finn Balor just recently came back to NXT and has turned heel.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, here's the thing. It's like, it's one of those, okay, I'm a heel, but for some reason, the fans are still cheering. And it's like, I don't know where to go with that. I think that he's going back to the New Japan Prince Devitt days.
I think so.
Which I think is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So, when I talked about that too, that sick double flying kick he did to Gargano. And then, of course, you got Matt Riddle, who, the King of Bros. The guy definitely has a unique MMA type style in the ring, and definitely has some vicious knee strikes.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm wondering if they've been wanting to turn Balor heel for a little while. They were just waiting for the right opportunity to do it.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not exactly sure why they elected to put him back on NXT and then do a heel turn, if you will.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where, on the one hand, he's back in NXT, that's great, Everybody loved him, he's the NXT champion. He had some great matches and some great rivalries on NXT. And I'm sure he will do great things being back in NXT, and then but he will end up back on Raw or SmackDown, one or the other.
Right.
I just why wasn't this heel turn done on the main roster?
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, there is a lot of speculation that Balor was going to join the OC, if you will.
Yes.
Gallows, Anderson, Styles, which is fine. And I mean, they could have gone that route, but if they wanted to keep Balor as a singles competitor, they could have turned him heel against anybody. And I'm sure it would have worked, but the fact of the matter is, they sent him back to NXT, or he went back to NXT, one or the other,
Yeah.
and he's turned heel. Now, it may be one of those things where he wanted to become a heel, they put him on NXT for a little while, let him essentially develop this heel character in NXT, and then see if they can use it on the main roster somehow. I don't know, but we'll see. And Matt Riddle has just been absolutely fantastic. Had some really great matches. He's had some really good rivalries. He did a pretty damn good job in that ladder match when they first introduced the North American Championship.
Yes.
And he's had a really good run with some of NXT's top stars. And I would say probably Riddle's best match, well, so far at least, would be go back to Evolve 131, the 10th anniversary show.
Yeah.
Riddle and Drew Gulak. That was an amazing match.
Oh god, yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, that's one of those things where it's like you can just watch that match for hours.
Oh, absolutely.
And I mean, that's the thing. Matt Riddle, as much as he talks shit on Twitter about old wrestlers, he backs it up in the ring. He's got that unique style. And, you know, I'm kind of surprised that he hasn't had the North American title.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there is still time for that. And who knows, maybe it'll happen eventually.
Oh, for sure, without question.
But I look at Finn Balor, and I, of course, called him white bread on Facebook, and I'm sure everyone else has. Looking at his new attitude now on NXT, it is phoned in a little bit because I don't think that he's speaking from the heart. However, I do like his mannerisms. And it's like, when I watched it on New Japan, Prince Devitt had similar mannerisms, and he definitely had that coolness to him. So, but you know, that being said, I don't know. I'm gonna say, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna say Finn Balor.
You know, you talk about Finn Balor basically phoning it in, or somewhat phoning it in, with this whole heel character. Thing I refer back to is the promo he cut in the ring, and he's talking about, I was laying in the middle of the ring getting beaten by a dude that I was trying to get over, and then I reinvented myself, and these troglodytes on social media are talking shit, and everybody's got an opinion, and I got my peers trying to give me advice, and they're watching, and instead of being in the ring or being in the back, just being in the audience and all this other stuff. And it's like, if that wasn't from the heart, that was a damn good shoot. I mean,
Yeah, okay. No, I agree with that. I do, I will say this, though. I do especially enjoy that line that Johnny wrestling. I want to bring it back to Johnny watches wrestling or something along those lines.
shit. You get in. I put you out of action. If you come back, you'll go from Johnny wrestling to Johnny watches wrestling.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, I'm going to say Finn Balor, but I won't hold it against, if Matt Riddle wins, because I know that Matt Riddle's definitely a lot more dangerous in the ring.
You look at the couple of occasions these two have brawled with each other.
Yes.
The match tomorrow is going to be absolutely bonkers. And I think it'll be a good match. I just feel that you really want to launch this heel run of Balor's, give him the win.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Not saying that Riddle can't win. It's just you got Balor seeing a lot of really good stuff, and he's gotten into scuffles with Riddle. You get Balor over on Riddle, and then maybe work something else between the two of them, and then just take it and go with it. Don't just, have it be, oh, I'm gonna be this way when I wanna be. It's like, no, you're a heel, be a heel.
Yeah. So, I mean, I can put it to you this way, too. If Matt Riddle can't beat Velveteen Dream, then, I don't want to see him beat Finn Balor.
Yeah, I know.
I guess, if that makes any sense.
No, it does.
So, this match definitely was made last week, and
Yep.
number one contendership for the NXT title.
Yeah.
So we've got Damian Priest, aka Punishment Martinez, versus Pete Dunne versus Killian Dane.
Yeah.
Holy shit. These three guys.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at the match that Pete Dunne and Damian Priest had. That was one of the best matches in NXT this year.
Oh, absolutely.
And you look at how, again, you take a guy from Ring of Honor and you bring him to NXT, and it just works. And you gave him a new character, and it just works.
Yeah.
Now, you look at Killian Dane, the guy definitely is a dangerous competitor. In fact, I'm surprised he hasn't been on NXT UK.
Yeah.
But I think that you're going to see Pete Dunne try to snap one of their fingers. He's already done it to Killian Dane.
Yeah.
He might do it to Punishment Martinez. Who knows?
Mm.
So, it depends. I mean, you have one guy who's the tall powerhouse, and then you have British Strong Style, and then you have the Brick Shithouse.
Basically.
So it's like, who do you choose? I don't know.
Mm.
Because I could easily pick one of them. I just don't know.
See, all the stuff you said is extremely accurate. However, as far as I'm concerned, it's one of those things where it's like, can you see Pete Dunne being NXT champion. Because as good as Punishment Martyr, Damian Priest, and Killian Dane are, they're still fairly fresh
Yeah.
with NXT. Yes, they've had some good matches, but nothing really has stood out and said, okay, they're gonna be the next champion, whatever the case is. With Pete Dunne, on the other hand, he's already been United Kingdom champion. He's the longest reigning United Kingdom champion, 685 days. They bring him over to NXT. He's on a tear, and they put him with these two one-on-one matches, and then there's interference and all this other stuff, and then you got, Killian Dane kicking the shit out of fucking Tyler Bates. And so it's like Pete Dunne has a lot to gain from getting a win in this match.
Mm-hmm.
I really think it would be interesting, potentially Killian Dane or Damian Priest get the win in this one. I mean, not really to say that Pete Dunne has more credibility than the other two. It's just one of those things where it's like, I think Pete's got a bit of an advantage in this one.
Yeah, I do too. And it's true, I don't think that Damian Priest should win his first opportunity at the title. I think it should be further down the road. He just came in last year anyways. At some point late last year. But I think, you know what? I can see Pete Dunne win. He's already been the NXT UK champion, so there's no saying he can't be the NXT champion.
Yeah.
Killian Dane, same thing. I mean, he hasn't been NXT UK champion, but he definitely has that believability that he could carry the NXT title for a while.
Yeah. And the thing with Killian Dane, too, is like, once Sanity dissolved, and you got Eric Young doing his own thing, you got Nikki Cross doing her own thing, and, being with Alexa Bliss, even though I haven't seen Alexa Bliss in a while.
Yeah.
And having Alexander Wolf be a member of Imperium.
Yep.
Is like, well, let's see if we can get Killian Dane over as a singles competitor and put him on NXT, let him develop as a singles competitor, be a singles competitor, and then, who knows, maybe he'll line up on the main roster again. I don't know. But for right now, it's like, he's in NXT, he's doing really well. He's got an opportunity at a championship, or the championship, if you will. But it's like, he's only been with NXT, like, a month?
Yeah.
And, Damian Priest has been with NXT for maybe a year?
Yeah.
Roughly?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that Killian Dane should at least have an opportunity at the North American title.
Yeah.
So, I am going to say Pete Dunne.
Yeah.
Because here's a guy that can be both NXT UK champion and NXT champion. He's got that believability as well. Damian Priest needs to at least have a few more matches before he has another opportunity. And Killian Dane definitely should have the title along in the long run.
Yeah.
I guess. So, yeah, I'm going to say Pete Dunne.
Yeah, I'm going to go Pete Dunne myself. Here's the really, really interesting thing. Say on an off chance Pete Dunne wins this match at Wargames and then goes on to defeat Adam Cole for the NXT Championship.
Yeah.
He would be the first person to have held the major title on two different brands, if you will.
Yeah.
NXT UK and then
NXT.
NXT.
Yes. So yeah, there it is. Okay.
And hell, he was NXT UK or the United Kingdom champion for well over 600 days. He wins the NXT championship. Sky's the limit how long he could hold that thing.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, the proof is right there.
Oh yeah. I mean, he wasn't the United Kingdom champion for 685 days by accident.
No.
He was over. The fans loved him, and he was just on such a tear.
You got that? Yeah, for sure.
Going to women's?
Yeah. So now, oh, sorry, go for it.
I was just gonna say, got the first ever women's War Games match. We've got Shayna Baszler, Bianca Belair, Io Shirai, and Kaylee Ray.
Yes.
The NXT UK Women's Champion, and Rhea Ripley, Candice LeRae, Tegan Knox, and Mia Yim.
Yes.
Here's the interesting thing. You've got the NXT Women's Champion and the NXT UK Women's Champion on the same team.
Right. Yeah, no, that's fucking interesting.
I know, right?
I mean, and that's the thing, too, is you don't have Jessamine Duke and Marina Shafir on Shayna's side. So that's weird in itself. Now you have both the NXT Women's UK Champion and, yes, NXT Women's Champion, whatever. It's like, I just don't know how they're going to get along in this match.
Yeah, really.
So, who knows who's going to win. But, judging by the talent, I can tell you that Io Shirai definitely had a hell of a match with Mia Yim. I think that Shayna Baszler has definitely tapped out all these women.
Well, except for Ripley.
Except for Ripley. And then, of course, you've got Candice LeRae, definitely, I don't know, just kind of an interesting woman that outside NXT has had some pretty brutal matches.
Yeah, for sure.
So, it's hard to say who's going to win. Oh yeah, of course, there's Bianca Belair, who's, well, you know. But anyways.
Yeah,
it's going to be interesting to see this match and how it's going to work out.
I wonder if people may have not necessarily jumped to conclusions, but like thought it would have been like a shoe-in for Jessamine Duke and Marina Shafir to be on Shayna Baszler's team for this match.
Oh, yeah.
The thing is, I don't think they would have been ready for it.
No.
They've had very, 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 very select few matches on NXT, tag team wise. They're mainly just Shayna's cohorts, partners in crime, if you will. And so to have them be in a match like this is like kind of real iffy situation.
Right. No, I agree with that.
And so it's like, okay, if you don't put Duke and Shafir in there, who do you go with? And then, I mean, like, you know, Bianca, Shirai, and Kaylee Ray. I mean, okay, Bianca and Io, pretty solid choices. If they have their issues with, like, Candice LeRae and maybe Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
Could say Mia Yim as well.
Yeah. Oh, for sure, Mia Yim.
But then you throw Kaylee Ray in there and it's like, Okay, they needed a fourth. They brought over Kaylee Ray from NXT UK. She fits in there, but there's not really been any rivalry for her yet.
Yeah.
With anything in this match. Now, we did just watch NXT, and they had a match with Kaylee Ray and Dakota Kai. So, I mean, that's kind of the start of something, but, you know, not really anything progressed from this. I mean, at least with, like, you know, Bianca and Io, and Shayna, and then Rhea Ripley and Candice and Mia, and, you know, they all have a legitimate gripe, even Tegan Knox. So, like, it was a battle of, like, revenge and redemption and all this other stuff, and they need, like, for Shayna's team, they needed a fourth, and they're just kind of like, who would be a good fit for this match that is a badass and can most likely hold their own? And they just went with Kaylee Ray. I mean, I'm not trying to shit on the talent and the potential and, you know, the in-ring acumen of Kaylee Ray. It just seems like she's a fit, but I don't know if she's a solid fit.
Yeah, I mean, they threw it together.
Basically, yeah.
Unfortunately, so I don't know. That being said, I mean, Shayna's been on a roll, so it's like, I want to see Rhea Ripley win the match. Like, her team win the match.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, I'll go with them. I mean, I like Candice LeRae, who wrestles really, you know, she can have really good matches, as well as, you know, Rhea Ripley. I haven't seen NXT UK that much.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I've tried. So,
well, I mean, before we were watching NXT, did see that match with
Alexander Wolf and Dragunov.
Yeah, Ilya Dragunov.
Ilya Dragunov, yeah.
That was a pretty good match. But, yeah.
So, I mean, Kaylee Ray, I can see, is actually one of the best wrestlers on NXT UK.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna have to go with those three. There's nothing to take away from, you know, Shirai or Bianca Belair or Shayna Baszler. So, like I said, I'm gonna go with Rhea Ripley's team.
Yeah. There's just something about Rhea Ripley's team that they want their revenge on, you know, Shayna Baszler and Io Shirai and Bianca Belair. The aspect of there not being any sort of real rivalry with Kaylee Ray, you know, you could say advantage Ripley and her team.
Yeah, I agree with that. So, yeah. Well, we've agreed with almost every match so far.
Basically.
Now we go on to the men's war games. So, we've got a team of Tommaso Ciampa, Keith Lee, and
Dominic Dijakovic.
yes, and we have Adam Cole, baby! And of course, the Undisputed Era.
Yeah. See, here's the real interesting thing. This is the third year for War Games, the event itself.
Yeah.
And this is the third year Undisputed Era has been involved. 2 years ago, it was Undisputed Era of Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish against Sanity and the Authors of Pain with Roderick Strong.
Yeah.
Last year, you had the Undisputed Era, and by that point, Roderick Strong had already joined them.
Yeah.
Against Pete Dunne, Ricochet, and the War Raiders. This year, you've got the Undisputed Era against Tommaso Ciampa, Keith Lee, Dominic Dijakovic, and... oh yeah, that's right, there isn't a fourth.
Yeah.
You guys have been building up this match for at least the last 2 weeks now, maybe 3, and you're holding off on announcing the fourth member of Ciampa's team because, what, you wanted to be some sort of really big surprise? Okay, if it's gonna be a big surprise, let it be a big surprise, but, like, give us something, even if it's just a little something. You know, give us a hint, give us an indication of who it might be. Have people guess, speculate, anything. You're leaving everybody hanging. Like, who could possibly be Ciampa's last team member? Hope the hell they announce it on the kickoff show, or maybe they'll do it as the match happens. I don't know, but it's like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like, you've got a really, really good build-up for this match, and the suspense is there for who in the hell could possibly be the last member of Ciampa's team, and you're leaving a big old question mark there. Not even a speculation, not even a rumor, not even any indication of potentials for somebody. You know, at least you could have, you know, the wrestling social media, whatever you call it, giving thoughts and speculation and ideas and guesses and all this other stuff. But you've left it up in the air, and just it's like, well, we'll find it whenever.
Yep. As I like to say, the suspense is fucking killing me. So, I don't fucking know.
Yeah,
I mean, at this point, I think that Tommaso Ciampa's team is much better.
Yeah.
So that's just poor, writing on their part.
Basically.
Because, fucking Johnny Gargano's injured.
Yes.
Who else can you possibly have? Like, there's been no vignettes for, like, fucking people debuting on NXT.
I know.
So, like, who can possibly join Adam Cole's team? I don't know.
Exactly.
But it's just fucking insane. I don't know. I mean, I like to say Tommaso Ciampa's team's gonna win. But they're gonna throw a curveball, and I just know it. So,
I mean, had it been Matt Riddle still with the team, it would have been very interesting for sure, you know. Tommaso Ciampa, Keith Lee, Dominic Dijakovic, Matt Riddle would have been really, really good. But then they got Riddle into a rivalry with Balor and pulled Riddle from the team, and so it was been ever since they pulled Riddle from the team and put him in this rivalry with Balor. It's been up in the air as far as like who could be his replacement.
Yep. You know what? Take this and wipe your ass with it. I know that didn't make any sense, but it was there.
Yeah. Another thing about it too is like, Undisputed Era is going into this match basically 1-1.
Pretty much.
They won the first War Games match, and then last year they lost to Ricochet, Pete Dunne, and the War Raiders.
Yeah.
So,
honestly, at this point, I don't know. Because, I mean, it's just kind of
how
like...
do you call it?
Pretty much, yeah, and I don't understand it. And fuck you, Vince. I don't even think it's his fault. I can't say Paul, because he usually has good shit in NXT.
Yeah.
But for some reason, he can't find a fucking replacement for that team.
Yeah.
So, what fucking fair is that? So, I don't know. I just don't know. So, I mean, it's gonna be an interesting match anyways.
Oh, absolutely.
And we'll probably find out on the pre-show.
Most likely.
Yeah. Anyway, so this has been NXT Wargames 2019. And yeah, so it's been fun. So I'll get looking at that tomorrow night. And I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the last couple War Games. So, yeah, it'll be cool.
Oh, War Games is always fun, and you can guarantee it'll be fun again tomorrow night. And hope the hell the women can deliver.
Oh, I'm pretty sure they will.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, fuck, you look at the match with Mia Yim and Io Shirai. If they can do that in a ladder match, throw them in a cage with 6 other women, oh, it'll be bedlam. And it'll be fun to watch.
oh yeah, we are thirsty for blood. Yeah, we're sick fucks, but that's who we are. So.
I mean, shit, the both of us enjoyed Moxley and Omega.
Yes.
So,
and a lot of people were being pussies and going, oh, that match was no good for... no, you know what? That match was perfect. I don't know what the fuck you're smoking.
did AEW go too far? And, that match was wrong and all this other stuff. And it's like, that's Moxley at his best. That's AEW standing out as its own company, trying to give fans something they want to see. It don't matter if it's violent, brutal, or just a good old-fashioned, straight-up wrestling match. It's good shit.
Fucking right. So, with that being said, I mean Matt, this is Killer Kyle. We will see you in a bit for the Survivor Series.
Survivor Series.
Yeah.